Hey, welcome to the Event Answer Studio. Today I want to show you how to put together this balloon flower arch. I'll walk you step by step through the pattern you'll need to assemble all your balloons in to make this beautiful arch. The tools you'll need for today's project include an electric balloon inflator as well as a balloon sizer box. If you'd like to learn how to make one of these sizer boxes, I'll have a tutorial linked above. To make one flower section of the arch, you're going to need to inflate 4 green balloons to 7 inches in size. So I'm going to inflate my balloon till it's almost full, and then I'm going to press it up against the 7-inch hole of my sizer box and slowly let air out until it just fits through that hole before tying it off. I'm going to inflate all 4 of my green balloons the exact same way, and then I'll inflate 10 pink balloons to 8 inches in diameter. Now this is the petal color of the flower, and you can change this balloon up to be any color you want. Finally, I need to inflate 2 balloons to 7 inches in diameter for the center of our flower. Now I'm going to take all the balloons we've inflated so far and tie them together into pairs of the same color. So wrap the nozzles around twice and tie them together in a knot, creating a pair. Now we need to turn these pairs into quads, and we need to pay special attention to the color combinations. So first of all, I'm going to take 2 pink pairs, lay them across each other so that the nozzles touch, twist 1 balloon around each other from each pair, and that will lock them together into a quad. I'm then going to repeat this, so I end up having 2 all pink quads before making my next quad, which is a yellow pair and a pink pair twisted together in the exact same way, making sure the colors alternate between pink and yellow all the way around the quad. Finally, I'm going to take 2 lime green pairs and twist them together to make our leaf for our flower. Now these 4 quads together will make up one flower section of our arch, and we'll make multiples of these to fit our arch frame. Now today I'm using this DIY frame that's 4 feet wide by 7 feet tall. And if you'd like to learn how to make this frame yourself, I'll have a tutorial linked above. I've made 8 flower sections to go on this frame, and I want both sides of my frame to be symmetrical. So I'm going to start with the leaf section of my flower and place it right at the apex of my arch, sliding that quad down so that the nozzles of the quad are touching the pipe of my frame, and then I'm going to take the 2 balloons that have the pipe in between them and twist them around each other to lock it to the pipe. Then I'm going to rotate around my quad so that 1 balloon out of that lime green quad is facing the front of the arch. Next to that, I'm going to attach my all pink quad. So slide it over the frame, twist the 2 balloons around the pole to lock it in place. Then I'm going to snuggle the pink and the green balloons together, keeping those lime green balloons right at the apex. And then I'm going to orient the pink balloons so that 1 pink balloon is sitting between 2 of the lime green balloons. Now we need to add the center of our flower, so that pink and yellow quad we need to attach to the frame next. And the important thing here is that we need to keep those balloons alternating in color. So when you twist the 2 balloons around the pole to hold it in place, you need to make sure that wherever it ends up, that color combination is still in place of yellow, pink, yellow, pink. Now we're going to snug this quad right up next to the pink one, making sure one of those yellow balloons is facing the front of the arch. Finally, we're going to add our second all pink quad to this combination, sliding it on and snugging it next to the other balloons. Now these 4 quads together make up one flower section, and each of these flowers take up about 2 feet of length on our total arch. So no matter what size arch you're using, whether that's a tabletop arch, a freestanding arch, or even one that goes across the street, here's how you figure out how many flowers you need to fit your particular arch. Figure out the total pole length of your arch in feet and divide that by 2. That'll tell you how many flower sections you need for your arch. So for example, I'm using a 4 by 7 foot tall arch, and the pole of my arch is 16 feet long. If I divide that by 2, that gives me 8. So I need to create 8 flower sections to cover this entire arch. Now because that's an even number of flowers on my arch, and I want my arch to look symmetrical on both sides, I'm going to fudge a tiny bit and add 1 extra green cluster at the base of my arch. That way it looks symmetrical. And the great thing about balloons is these measurements don't have to be absolutely precise. There's a little bit of wiggle room because you can always spread them apart a little bit or snug them a little bit closer to make it all work out. If your arch length ends up being an odd number, when you divide it by 2, just go ahead and round the number of flowers you need up to a full number. You're not going to do any half flowers here. So once you've got that full number, it's probably going to be a few too many balloons for your arch frame. Now you could always just squeeze them on and they'll be a little bit tighter. Or what you can do is remove the green balloons from the very base of your arch frame. So just like we added a green quad to the bottom to make it symmetrical, this time we're going to remove the green quads from the ends just so it looks nice. If you'd like a set of written plans to walk you through this process, as well as some detailed illustrations, I have a set of digital plans available linked in the description box below. Or if you join my Patreon at the Party Makers level, you'll have access to not only today's digital plans, but my entire digital library of balloon recipes, tutorials, and plans. So you can check that out in the description box below. And until the next project, remember, stay creative, everybody. Bye!